Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very important update here on price action of Bitcoin. As we can see guys, Bitcoin right now is flashing us a very interesting scenario, a scenario which is pointing us where the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term, where the price of Bitcoin for the upcoming days might be possibly heading. So before we start talking about it, I want you to do me a favor and quickly destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed this free money, free bonuses from Bybit, Phemex, OKX, and I suggest you guys to check the video description. Now first thing first, let's look at this USDT dominance, because according to this USDT dominance, it looks like it is following this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of formation. But if this continuation starts playing out, I mean, if this here is going to result in another higher lows, the price of Bitcoin could be taking advantage of this weakness. I mean, weakness in USDT dominance means the price parallelly could be preparing itself for another bullish continuation. But I have been very clear with you guys, for an actual bullish continuation to play out, Bitcoin must break the resistance which you have around 58,000 to 60,000. Yes guys, we have to overcome the resistance around that area, because as soon as the 60,000 resistance gets broken, you can see the price of Bitcoin could be preparing itself for another bullish breakout from this falling wedge, which is going to result in a new all-time high. Yes, you heard that correctly guys. Breaking out from this upper trend line, from this falling wedge, could be preparing ourselves for another bullish continuation, another new all-time high, because right now this falling wedge lower trend line is considered as one super important line of support. Upper trend line is looked as an important line of resistance. So if the price breaks out of this upper trend line, which also sits below 60,000, we are expecting this bullish continuation pattern to play out, and parallelly this USDT dominance to get attracted back towards this rising trend line, because we know below 60,000 means this entire move could be faking out. I mean, price failing to break the resistance from this falling wedge means we could expect another continuation like this. Price of Bitcoin getting attracted back towards this lower trend line, liquidating the over leverage longs, and only after that start with an actual bullish move. Because parallelly, if you look at this price action using our leading indicator in an hourly time frame, we are fighting to remain above this key trend line, this CPI trend line, top, central, and the bottom CPI line, which right now is acting as an important line of support. So if the price of Bitcoin wants to show an actual bullish move, actual bullish continuation like this, then we have to flip this resistance into proper support. So finding support above the CPI line means there is a possibility, there's a high possibility of price also testing the resistance around 60,000 before choosing an actual trend duration. Because we know if the price closes the monthly candle above the CPI trend line, you know the next month CPI is going to be an ascending CPI, and ascending CPI only gets formed during uptrend. So that's why it is very important for us to find support above the CPI line and break the resistance which you have around 60,000, because parallelly you can see breaking out of the 60,000, 58,000 resistance means we will be also breaking out from this Williams alligator indicator, which right now is flashing us a bearish crossover. I mean, blue line appearing at the top, green line at the bottom only happens during downtrend. So that's why if you want to see this scenario turning out into a bullish continuation pattern, we have to see this green line appearing at the top and blue line at the bottom. If that happens, then you know guys what is ahead. I mean, if this here is going to result in a bullish breakout, bullish crossover, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to slowly start with an actual bullish move, because in that case we are not just only going to break out of this Williams alligator indicator, not just only going to break out of the CPI trend line and even this falling wedge upper trend line, but we are also going to break out of this horizontal trend line, which is again going to act as resistance around 60,000, because this horizontal trend line here in a weekly time frame acted as a strong line of resistance and also as a support. So if you want to see an actual bullish breakout playing out, we have to overcome the resistance from this horizontal trend line, which is also going to be around 60,000. So once we do that, as soon as this resistance gets broken, the next area of confluence will be looked as our potential target, which is going to be above 70,000. So breaking out of 60,000 means Bitcoin will be turning bullish, because parallelly we will be also jumping above this 50 weighted moving average, because in the past price action we found out during uptrend this 50 weighted moving average acts as a strong line of support. I mean, whenever the price of Bitcoin jumps above this 50 weighted moving average, it usually results in a very bullish move. But when the price fails to find support of this 50 weighted moving average, in the past price action it has resulted in a bearish move. So if you look in our case, you can see the price of Bitcoin is clearly below 50 weighted moving average, which is a bearish sign. But since this weekly candle is turning bullish, we have to overcome above this 50 weighted moving average, which sits around 59,700. So you can see finding support above 60,000 means we are going to be back above this 50 weighted moving average, which could be preparing ourselves for another bullish continuation following this descending broadening wedge. Because if you simply zoom out, I mean, if you look at this in a bit different way, you can see even this descending channel or bullish continuation channel will play out parallelly, which is also pointing us that the upcoming days for Bitcoin will be bullish. But for that, before we see this actual continuation playing out, we have to overcome the resistance from this center line or the middle line, because this center line or the middle line in the past price action acted as a strong line of support and also as a resistance. So if we want to see an actual bullish breakout playing out in price action of Bitcoin, we have to overcome this center line, which is around 60. We have to find support over this 50 weighted moving average, which again sits around 60,000. This horizontal trend line must be broken, which sits around 60,000. Resistance from this Williams alligator indicator must be broken. CPR resistance must be broken, and parallelly we have to overcome the resistance from this falling wedge as well. So if we manage to overcome this resistance into support, even though we are considering September month to be bearish, because historically September month has been one of the worst performing months for Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin could be doing the unthinkable, because we know in a bigger picture, as soon as this previous high or this horizontal trend line gets broken, just like from this past price action, just like from this Wyckoff's price cycle, we could be preparing ourselves for a new market phase. I mean, if you look at this from past price action, after breaking out of this horizontal trend line, we started with an actual market phase. So even in our case, you can see right after breaking out this horizontal trend line, we started with a new market phase. So since we are hovering around the previous high, as soon as this trend line gets broken, we are expecting this trend to continue higher. I mean, this new market phase to begin. And why? Because parallelly, even according to this Livermore's pivotal point theory, breaking out of previous high, flipping that into support is going to give us another buying opportunity. And if you look at this example on the right hand side, you can see, guys, B was the previous stop, right? This is our previous stop. Started with a corrective move, found bottom at this point A, and then we had this new bullish move towards the previous high. But unfortunately, our first attempt failed to break out of this previous high. But now, since we are finding ourselves inside this descending channel, falling channel, right, bull flag, as soon as we manage to come across the 60,000 resistance, I strongly believe the price of Bitcoin will be heading towards this 70,000 price opportunity. And you know, just like from this past price action, breaking out of the previous high, flipping that into support, is going to start a new market phase, just like from this Wyckoff's price cycle. And parallelly, we are also going to start with a new bullish move, because according to Livermore pivotal point theory, breaking out of previous high, flipping that into support is going to give us another buying opportunity. So in case of doubt, I suggest you guys to simply zoom out. So guys, these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed these free bonuses from Bybit, Phemex, OKX, and please check the video description, because these events are temporary. And if you are an experienced trader, if you want to trade with free money, The time to act is now. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.